Hi!
Here we are, face to face. Is that a song?
This now.
True, I just sang it. Oh, great. We have a visitor. This is our guest for today. Her name is Big
Reese.
Fat Pig.
Or Scram.
She just wants to be a part of the party.
She's like,
She's just sitting here. Don't bark.
she's as hell.
Okay, you can sit here, but I have to be able to talk, okay?
Okay.
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 So what are the exciting things that are happening in your life?
Yeah, I switched vitamins
Oh.
because I don't know if you saw on my Instagram. We haven't talked, I guess, a lot about it, but I kind of told you about it. Because, like, obviously, and everyone that has been following us knows that I've been having trouble eating. So I've been, like, kind of going back to liquid or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then every once in a while I'll try to eat, and I'm always like, oh, it doesn't work out. I'm never doing it again. And then, whatever. Well, anyways, so I was having a lot of trouble with my vitamins, too, because, like, I take 3 potassium a day and then 2 multivitamins and a Prilosec and Phillips Colon Health and calcium multiple times a day, and then what the Carafate that they prescribed me all throughout the day. Yeah, it's so much, and since I can't swallow pills, it's like some of them I have to just mix the powder like in like a shot of liquid and take it, or I have to like put it in like my sugar-free pudding or yogurt or whatever. And like trying just to get my vitamins down alone, I couldn't eat anything because all of that was like
would fill
filling
you
the
up.
hell up.
Yeah.
And then like every drink I had, like I didn't want to drink anymore because it like reminded me of the vitamins, and like I was just really struggling. Okay, struggling. So yeah. So I decided to see what I could do about it, and I really wanted to get those vitamin patches, but we can't afford them right now because they're really expensive, and it would be crazy expensive for like all of the ones that I needed. So I looked around, and now my multivitamin is this because we did a lot of making sure that I'm gonna get what I'm supposed to get. And I've heard good things about these, but I've also heard bad stuff about these too. But I mean, everybody has things to say about everything. So anyway, I'm going to try. And if I don't feel crappy, I'm going to keep taking these because these just dissolve. And it's way easier than the way I had to do my multivitamin before. And then my probiotic, I switched to these.
Oh, that's good. Gummies.
Yeah. Which I also have heard some people say that that my little stomach won't break it down, and it won't work.
Won't get the nutrients.
I've also heard people say that it's better because it stays in your system longer. So,
but first of all, everyone's stomach does different things. But also, I forgot what I was going to say.
Were you gonna? I think you were saying something about doctors.
Oh, yeah. So the way you'll know if the vitamins are absorbing is like when you get your blood work. So it's that's what everyone says. It's like a year of trial and error.
Yeah. And I'm fine with that. I needed something better than my routine. Yeah, and now I'm thinking these are my calcium now.
Okay.
So they also just melt. So it's not even like I don't even have to eat anything. It doesn't fill me up because they're just like they dissolve in your mouth. And then the gummies, I have to eat 2 of them at a time, 2 a day, 2 at a time. And so that kind of sucks because like 2 gummies, that's like
that's like pretty big. Yeah.
So and it kind of like I have to really chew them because they like group.
And it's hard because you can't really like chew a gummy
like a brick. So anyways, I wanted to mention that because that is my real struggle is I'm struggling to eat. Like the last probably 5 days, I've gotten like maybe 5 to 10 ounces of liquid in a day. That's it. Like I'm gonna freaking die. I'm like passing out and stuff. Like not passing out, but like almost passing out. Like I'm getting dizzy. I'm like I need like supervision in the shower. Like I'm just like so like
Why? Just because you get too full, or
I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like I cannot handle food. And then if I try to mix food and liquid, like, oh, it's just so hard. It's so hard.
well, not at the same
So,
time, right?
and because it's not even like I'll be so freaking parched like all day, but it's like all those sensors are turned off, so I don't remember to drink. Like I just, it's not a priority to me. Like I just
Mm.
don't do it. And by like 8 o'clock at night, I'm like, oh, I haven't drank anything today. I better sip on this Snapple. And then like by the next day, by noon or something, it's gone. And that's all I've had. And I
Well,
know that's really freaking terrible.
yeah,
So
you
I'm
should
trying.
just set a reminder in your phone, like we talked about last time. And just remember, like, if you know you're going to eat, say, I'm going to eat in 30 minutes. So right now, I need to take 3 sips of this water. And since you can't eat and drink at the same time, so have your 3 sips of water and then have your meal. And then 30 minutes after that, have your other 3 sips. And then,
Like this is the only thing I've had to drink today, and it's 8:15, and I'm not even done with it, and it's only 11 ounces of liquid, and that's all I've had all day. Well, technically, I guess it's more because I put like an entire cup of ice in it, and I've been drinking it, so it's like maybe 5 more ounces than that or something.
mm,
But it's hard because I take like 3 sips, and I'm like, I can't do it anymore.
yeah, you just have to have like 1 sip and then wait 2 minutes and then have 1 sip and then wait 2 minutes.
Yeah, struggles.
Yeah. Well, just keep trying. I mean, a lot of people say that they can't get to their goal of like liquids after like several months. So as long as you like keep trying.
Yeah, I actually read today this girl said um it took her about 7 months in for her stomach to hold like a okay amount of liquid, like a
Yeah.
good amount that make her feel hydrated and stuff. Because it sucks too, because even when I am thirsty and I want to drink so bad, I have to take little sips because if I take even like a medium sip, it seriously feels like a brick is just sitting right here. And I'm like in so much pain, and then I'm like really nauseous, and then I get like watery mouth, and I'm just like, ugh, like it's torture.
Mm. That reminds me that I wanted to talk about like, okay, so I'm kind of conflicted, I guess, of the whole like New Year's resolution like term, because I feel like a lot of people abuse it and they just use it as like an excuse to not like do things now. Like, oh, I mean, I'm guilty of it myself. Like, oh, well, January 1st, I'm starting my diet, so I'm gonna eat like 20 ice cream sandwiches today or whatever. So, I mean, I didn't do that today, but I'm sure I've done, you know, we've all been there. So this year I decided, because 2017 is going to be like huge, like for both of us, because you just had your surgery 4 weeks ago. Shout out to 4 week surgiversary. Um, so I have a lot of things that I want to like practice and do and stuff for 2017. Um, but I don't want to call them resolutions because it's not like, I don't know. I just don't like that. So I have like big like goals and like things that I want to practice. So maybe it'll be a smoother transition from pre-op to post-op. Some of the things are practicing like smaller portions. So I've been having what I like a smaller portion than what I would normally just automatically do without thinking. Like for lunch, I had a can of turkey chili, but normally I would just heat up the whole can and probably like have chips with it or something else. But I just made half the can because that's what like the serving size is. And I put like some avocado on it and some sour cream, and it was really good. And I tried to eat it slowly. That goes along with my other one of like practicing taking small bites and like eating slowly, because I notice when I eat slower, I get fuller like faster, which is weird. So like I get fuller, or I'm just noticing when I'm full rather than like it just goes from hungry to like eating to like overeating. Like there's no like, oh, I'm getting full, I better stop, because I'm eating so fast that like I just jump right past that. Um so I'm trying to practice that more, so then hopefully once I do have surgery, I'm like used to eating really slow and like used to eating small bites, um and like getting my water in, like having my sips. I've been really bad with water today too. I had like I think I probably had like 20 ounces, which is more than you, but that's still like not enough. um and I don't have anything, I don't have any restriction holding me back. You like physically can't have more than that. So those are just like some goals that I want. I mean, not to mention all the other like big stuff, but those are just like little things I want. I'm just saying they're things I want to practice.
Are you practicing chewing a lot?
Yeah, but that's another one that's hard too, because it starts to gross me out. Like
Okay,
I want to
well,
spit it out.
let me give you some encouragement, some
Oh
light on the
God,
situation.
something's happening.
Yeah, I know. It looks like you're having an earthquake, or you
Sorry.
were trying to show some cleave.
Yeah. Sorry.
But anyways, good news about that is I don't know. I like we always say, everyone always says, blah blah blah. Everyone's different,
Mm-hmm.
so this may not happen for you. But for me, when I practiced pre-op, I was like, I'm gonna freaking barf. This is disgusting. Like I cannot chew it that many times. I just can't. Well, post-op, I don't know if it's the fear or just the way it feels, or I don't know, but I could chew something 600 times now before swallowing it. Like I'm totally fine with it.
Oh.
And it just immediately became easier. Like just immediately. So I don't know if that might give you some hope or something, but
Yeah.
there's that. But sometimes the only thing is like sometimes I, at least now being only a month or whatever, 4 weeks post-op, whatever. But anyways, I still forget that I have to chew it that many times. And like that's the only reason. I have no problem with doing it, but I'll just forget and then I'll swallow it and I'm like, because then like 1 second later I'm like, oh God. Like, and then I'm just like so that sucks when you forget, but everyone says they forget and it'll get easier and you'll remember.
Well, yeah, because like,
I mean, like
20 to 30 years or whatever of your life, you were eating like regular bites.
Yep. Yeah, and having the like smaller utensils definitely helps because you can't physically, unless you really try to like get a heaping bite, like, no, I'm gonna be crazy with this baby fork. Like it really does help eating stuff with smaller utensils.
That's
and like
good.
eating stuff in, I need a measuring bowl. You know those bowls that have the measuring on the
Oh
inside?
yeah.
I need one of those. My hands are freezing right now. The window's open right here and it's like freaking zippily in here. So cool.
I have like 2 blankets on. I have this sweater that like, this is like the coziest sweater ever. I don't wear it in public very often because I feel like it looks very like frumpy magoo, almost like a bathrobe or something. But it's like so soft and like it's from Ava and Viv.
Oh, I love them.
It was on clearance. I got it last year on clearance
too, pretty much because it's too expensive.
I know. I'm like, no thanks. But yeah, I got it on clearance last year, and they have it this year, but not black. They have like gray and like a cream color or something. If anyone, I mean, they might not have it now.
You have a booger?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Do I really?
No. I hate when my pinky is like this.
So stop putting it like that.
I know, but then it's like a wobbly. I just banged it into my tooth. That's how this happened. Just kidding. Because I dropped it.
God. You want to know my New Year's resolution?
Yeah.
Okay, so one of them is to get under 200 pounds. That's like my biggest.
By the end of the year, right?
Yeah. I'm hoping sooner than that, but that's like.
Well, that's like.
If I could get to Wonderland this year, oh my god, that would be
amazing. I mean, it's possible. You're at you like what were you the last time you weighed yourself? Because I know you haven't weighed yourself this week. 133. So you would have to lose like another 135 pounds, let's say, in the next
105. You said?
Well, to get under 200, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In the next year.
Recently, I've been thinking about changing my goal weight from like 150 to maybe like 180.
Yeah.
Because I really still want to have like curves. Like I don't just want to be like, oh yeah, you have some body. Like I want a waist trainer, and I want like a butt, and I want like thick thighs.
Yeah. I mean,
I need to not be super skinny.
Yeah. Well, some of it is genetics. Some of it is like the body shape that you already have. And then like waist training does, like, it can help. And exercising, like you need to be doing those squats and those donkey kicks and those all that other stuff. I have
so many workout pinned for when I can work out. I don't know when I'm not sure. Maybe, well, I think it's
usually a month.
Well, I go for my 1 month post-op appointment on the 2nd. So
that's on Monday.
Yeah, right? The 2nd? The 4th.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Because the 2nd is probably a holiday.
Yeah, so the 4th I go for my 1 month, and they'll probably tell me I could work out then. And I'm thinking about looking into Planet Fitness because it's like Metro PCS. Like you don't have to have a contract or anything. It's like $10 a month and stuff. So, and there's that workout machine now outside, but that one's like a lot of strength training, and I want to like do like the treadmill and the elliptical.
Well, the strength training is what's going to get you that poppin' booty.
I know, I'm going to do both. Golly gee.
Okay, I'm just saying. Well, because you're working against it, like.
I know.
It's going to be hard.
All you have to do is just tighten up those cakes. I have to make the batter, put it in the oven. Yeah. Which everyone will remember from the last video when I had to pull my butt cheeks out with my sweatpants to get it look like I had ass cheeks.
Yeah, very pointy. It was like Madonna's like pointy bra, but on your butt.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Sometimes I wear Christmas hams in my underwear. Or like those little Cornish hens.
Well, that's like your butt already.
No, my butt is like, okay, I'm trying to be real, like realistic. My butt is like those 6 packs of mini muffins. Like that's how small they are. Like
it's like a Hot Pocket cut in half.
Yeah, it's like 2 meatballs.
And they're not even balls though. It's like 2 hash brown patties from McDonald's.
F you. Yeah, well, sorry we're not blessed.
Okay. No, my ass is like wide and flat. It gives the illusion of being like a butt because it's so wide. But it is not like round. Mine is like
it's like 2 of those white pumpkins that are like kind of flat.
Yeah, but wider.
It's like 2 Klondike bars.
You know what it's like? It's like a Mylar balloon before you fill it up.
Just like 2 sag bags.
Exactly. Yep. You know those old-fashioned hot water bottles that people have when they're like, "Oh, I got a toothache." That's what it is. Hanging.
And they're a little bit drippy.
Yep. I mean, it's about right.
That's sick.
I'm glad we're talking about this.
That. I'm thirsty again. Oh, do I? I have one of my very favorite drinks in the fridge. That was my song about it.
What is it?
Come to me, drink. I've got it.
Oh. I don't like blueberry flavored stuff.
You what?
I don't like blueberry flavored stuff.
Well, you're wrong about that, but this one is really good because it tastes like a blueberry muffin.
I don't like that.
I don't care what you like. Delicious.
Well, I never.
This is the only flavor of this drink that I've tried, I think, unless I'm forgetting. But I love it because it only has 1 gram of sugar. And it's so funny. It's just like juicy flavor that tastes like the rainforest. Kiss you on the lip. I love a woody drink.
Remember to take small sips. Take us 1 sip and wait. Take a small sip. Half of that. Katie, that's like taking a shot. That's no.
These are tiny ones. They're so tiny.
It's too much.
It's only 1 ounce.
How does that feel? How does this feel?
Great.
Fine.
That's the biggest drink I'm allowed to take is this.
Okay. Now wait.
It hurts a little.
Well, it's because you just like tossed it back. Like sip it and wait a minute. Now don't have another one. Don't have a cow, man.
I was like, when you said that.
Wait. I'll tell you, I'm watching the timer.
Oh, when I laugh, the levels go up.
You still got like 30 seconds.
Dang it. You're so lucky you just get to drink willy-nilly.
I'm taking small sips.
What are you drinking?
Coffee.
Oh, yeah, I think you said that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you can have another drink now. A small sip. Try half of that and see how it feels better. That looks like the same amount you just had. Okay.
You have.
Sip, drink it slowly.
It's so refreshing.
I wanted to ask you if you log your food or your drinks.
If I log?
Yeah, like if you keep track of it, like if you have an app or if you like have a journal.
Every single vitamin and drop of liquid and food I consume, I track. Yeah.
So, I was wondering if you've like taken notes on certain stuff, because I was like, oh my God, like that's going to be so hard for the whole like trial and error thing to like keep track of the stuff. And then I was like, oh wait, like we like log everything. So we could like put a note in the log, like, oh, like that meal was not like felt sick after that. So then you can like know like, oh, that was the stuff that made me sick or whatever.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at just remembering what makes me sick. And then like if I really like something that I make myself or that I eat or whatever, like I add the recipe to my fitness pal so I could remember like, okay, that was a good one. But yeah, I mean, we have, like I said, we have this gigantic bulletin board. It's seriously like this big. It's so huge.
Oh my God.
And it's like full calendar. We made it. Didn't I send you pictures of it?
Yeah, but I didn't realize it was that big. That's cool.
Oh yeah, it's huge. It's freaking huge. So anyway, there's like a whole column like this big on the side where we have like my liquid, my protein, my vitamins, like my goals for the day, like all of that stuff. And I have like I tell Christina that I'm like turning her into like my nurse because like this this is my medicine basket and I'm like load me up, put it by my bedside.
I love using a planner, like a written, like old school, like with the pages with the calendar, like something about writing to me, like the feeling.
Do you hear what she's saying right now? Sorry. What? Go ahead. I'll tell you why I'm doing that afterwards.
Okay. Like something about the feeling of like a pen or pencil like on the paper is like therapeutic to me. And so even though I keep track of everything like on my phone and everything, obviously, I like to just like write down the stuff. And so this year I'm going to use my planner. What? It's making me nervous.
It's not anything to be nervous about. It's just like it's like a Rugrats moment. It's a Phil and Lil moment.
Okay, well, I'll finish what I'm saying because then I want to hear about it. So this year I decided I'm going to use my planner, like it's going to be a planner / like journal. Like I'll write my goals in it too. I'm not just going to use it to like keep track of appointments, but I'll use it to like keep track of my goals and like maybe I'll have some like cute quotes. So I got this one just from Target. Isn't it so cute? I love this color. I'm like obsessed with this color. And then it has like this calendar thing and then you can like put notes right here and stuff. And then it also has like these like weekly days. So I can write like my to-do list and stuff like that.
Well, that's good that you got that.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna work on it. Like I'm gonna put in all my stuff that I have coming up so far because I'm gonna have so many like on top of like just normal stuff like all my wedding stuff because I already have 6 weddings booked for next year. So like all my wedding stuff and then like my doctor's appointments and everything. I'm gonna want to keep track of like my weigh-in so everything can just be like all my notes. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, well. So here's the thing.
You're making me feel really weird.
What?
I said you're making me feel really weird.
Just stop it. We bought you and Oak these really cool planners like that. And at the last minute, right before Christmas, I was like, she's gonna think these are the stupidest thing in the world. So we gave them to Jesse and Katie because I didn't have a gift for Katie. And it was like one of them was like all watercolor on the front and one had like deer horns. And I'm like, seriously, they're gonna think that like thanks for a friggin' what am I in high school? I don't need a friggin' paper planner. Like, but they were so cool. And then like I was really freaking out about it. I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not giving these to her.
Oh my God.
So dumb. And like I made such a big deal out of it. And then you just did that whole thing and I'm like,
gotta trust your gut.
But whatever, it's fine. I'm glad you got a planner. It's great. So good for you.
So on another note, I think we got sidetracked from your New Year's resolutions.
Oh yeah. Well, to be in Wonderland is the biggest one.
Yeah.
That's a huge one.
Me too.
And then another one is to be stronger. Just to like I don't know, stop feeling like defeated and like get my mental health in order and just be a stronger minded person. Just really work on shit, you know?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Just reinventing myself this year. I'm gonna be a new effing me this year.
Yeah.
That's what
yes.
Make new friends. I want to make new friends and hang out with them.
I don't.
In public.
Friends are a nightmare.
Friends.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, friends are my nightmare too, and that's why I don't have any. But I need to get out in the world because it's like I literally have 2 friends. La Cruz. I convinced Christina to buy the pamplemousse ones, and she didn't like them, and so they're just sitting in a box of them. They're just sitting in our room.
Wrong.
Not the pamplemousse soda ones, the La Cruz ones.
Yeah.
Grapefruit.
Well, yeah, because she's not gonna. I told you she wouldn't like it because she likes sweet stuff, and they're not sweet at all. It probably actually tastes revolting to her if she like hates tap water. She's like, I wouldn't be surprised if she was gagging when she tried it. You would like it. Maybe, I don't know. I wouldn't be
surprised if she threw up in your face.
You keep being in the side.
Sorry.
Well, if you want to lean over, just move your phone. This week is your 4-week post-op, and we did like our updates. I don't really have any updates. My doctor's appointment is in 1 week, so that's when I'll have like all my stuff, my sleep study and my metabolic testing done. But right now I'm just kind of nothing, no updates from me.
We can do another update once I have my 1 month post-op, which is, you know, the 4th.
On the 4th, yeah.
Then I'll have like a weigh-in and stuff.
Perfect.
This
is kind of an update. They made an appointment for me for the scope. That's on the 13th. So I have to like not eat anything before, and my appointment's at like 10, and I have to like obviously I cannot eat anything. I'm gonna be so hungry. And
I really hope so much for your sake that you don't get the scope, because now I've seen both, and like when they told me I was going to get the scope, I didn't actually have to get it. I just had to do the ultrasound and CAT scan and all that with contrast and stuff, which was freaking awful and sucked so bad. But I ended up getting the scope that last time, and there's just nothing worse than that. So
is really that but what was the one where you threw up on them?
That was the one without the scope, the contrast.
Dang. So she wants me to have the scope because I have heartburn, so she wants to see if I have. So I might be able to do the other one. I don't know.
Well, I just hope on the 13th. I'm sure this goes without saying that your doctors will probably be better than mine and more caring or whatever. It's just that like they just lied to my face about that and said it was going to be one way, and it was just like a serious freaking nightmare.
Oh my god.
So I just hope you don't have to go through that, because it was just I never want to have to do it again. Ever.
Well, I'll keep you posted, obviously. But that's on the 13th. So after that is when it'll be submitted. After those 2 things. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. How are you feeling being 4 weeks post-op?
Well, to be honest, I've been having some regrets lately.
Like what?
Just like I'm just getting really like down on myself, because I'm like, I could have done this on my own probably. I mean, obviously I never did. But like there's some parts of me that are like, I'm literally suffering every single day. Like maybe I should have just found a way to do this on my own, because it really, like, I don't know, it's like some days, or at least every single day, there's part of the day where I'm like so #blessed and like grateful for this. And then the other part of the day, I'm just like, fuck man, this is so hard. Is it worth it? I don't know. Like, that's how I feel some of the time. But most of the time, I'm like, yeah, it's worth it.
I mean, I'm really happy that you're bringing that up because honestly, lately I've been feeling like, is it worth it? Should I do this? Like, because I haven't done it yet, you know? And seeing seeing everyone's like success online and stuff is obviously very motivating, and it's like, oh yeah, I want that too. But also seeing everyone struggle, like it seems like there's always somebody that's like going to the hospital for something, whether it be like fluids or some deficiency or like some kind of ailment that they've never had to deal with before, that now all of a sudden like they have this issue, and like the pain and stuff like that. And just like different stuff. Like last night, we went out to dinner with two other couples, and it was just like an amazing like night out, and like we ate all this food and we were just like socializing, and I didn't like overstuff myself. Like I felt like I was gonna bar for something because like I said, I've been trying to practice like smaller portions and stuff, so I was like eating slowly. And I was like very proud of myself actually, because normally in a situation like that I would have just like ate as much as possible. But I was like, I controlled myself or whatever. And it was just like a really, really great time. And I was thinking like, because for the past like several months, everything to me has been like, well, what will this be like after? Like, will this be my last time like experiencing this? And I couldn't help but think of like going out to dinner with a group of people and like sharing a bunch of food. Like, that's not going to be a fun time for me like 6 months from now or whatever. Like, and that's the rest of my life is going to be like that. So I've just been thinking more and more like, well, I've done it before, like maybe I should just do it again. And then the thing that always pulls me back is like, well, I've done it before, but I'm here now. So obviously, like there's something that's keeping me from it, from like maintaining that long term. And that's the reason that motivated me to look into surgery in the first place, is like, okay, so I don't want to feel like I'm doing all this work and I'm just going to have to turn around and do it like in another 5 years. Like I want to do something that's going to work long term. So that's what I keep like going back and forth from, like, is it really worth it? Like my life will be different forevermore. It's like very overwhelming because obviously I can't go back. Like I can't change it. And then also I have to pay this like $600 fee in like a week. Yeah, next Friday. So that's a non-refundable thing. And then I still have till like whenever my surgery gets approved. And then I have to come up with like over $3,000. So I'm just like, I could spend that $3,000 like on a personal trainer, or like, I don't know, like what should I do? Like nobody can tell me, you know? And so it's just like I've been really struggling with that the past like, I don't know, couple of weeks.
For me, the thing that always, I guess the ultimate thing personally for me is that I really feel like this surgery like saved my life, because I was like, personally, being almost 400 pounds was so dangerous, and like I was feeling it, like getting chest pains and like the sleep apnea. I was pre-diabetic, which we haven't even mentioned the fact that I don't have to take any of my medications anymore. Like
Already?
I just like, yeah, I'm just out of the gate not pre-diabetic anymore.
Dang.
Yeah. And so it literally saved my life, because I had always lost and gained, lost and gained, lost and gained, but I never got to as big as I got when, that was just like, I always told myself, like, I can't believe I'm 300 pounds. I can't believe I'm 350. And then I was like, oh my God, I'm almost 400 pounds. And like, that just changed everything for me. I couldn't have done it by myself, or I would have. So.
And for me, like another thing that I'm like scared of is like what if I do like spend the money or whatever on a personal trainer and like go through like that route, or like do like Medifast or another like kind of last ditch effort, I guess. Because I was thinking like, oh, I'm glad that I'm gonna have these monthly appointments to go to my doctor, because then it's like, because it's giving me a different sort of pressure that I've never felt before. Because I put a lot of pressure on myself, but at the end of the day, like it's only yourself that you're answering to. So like to have somebody else that's going to be like, come on, you couldn't lose 2 pounds this month or whatever. Like and I was like, I could get that at like Weight Watchers or something, like if I actually go to a meeting or I do like a medical type of thing. But what if I go through that and spend all that time and either don't lose the weight, spend all that time and potentially money if I decide to like do a personal trainer or something like that. What if I, one, don't lose the weight, and two, I do lose it and then gain it all back again and more. And my pattern is I lose weight and then I gain it all back plus more. So now I'm the heaviest that I've ever been. So does that mean like I'm going to lose 50 pounds and then gain back 70, and then that'll be my new like heaviest I'll ever be or whatever? So like that's my like one of my greatest fears and like motivators also, because it's going to be like everyone says you can gain the weight back after bariatric surgery, and like everybody knows that. But it's just a lot harder than it is, because for me it's like very, very, very easy to gain weight. Like I have one like cheat meal and I gain 2 pounds or whatever. Like that took me a month to lose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like super easy to gain weight, but like with the surgery, hopefully it's like not as easy to gain it back. So that's what like pushed me to it more personally.
Well, what you said about how like you're noticing that there's like always people having problems and going to the hospital and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If you notice, well, I think I have noticed that it's usually people that are in like their first year. It's only that hard in the beginning. Like,
yeah,
don't get like a structure or whatever, like all of those like gallbladder problems, or you're not getting enough liquid or feeling weak or vitamin deficiencies or whatever. None of that stuff happens like after a year. So it's like, yeah, the struggle is fucking real for the first year. But even though I went through all of the stuff that I went through, even with the complications, even with all that stuff, like this is the greatest gift I've ever been given in my life. Like it gives me warm and fuzzy feelings. Like I smile at myself in the mirror. I know that's stupid, but like
it's not stupid.
I started crying last night when I was looking at my before and afters. Like
Aww.
this is so great. Like this is the best thing that's ever happened to me. So sorry. So I wouldn't change it for anything. And I think that you have no idea like how much it's gonna like sweep up your life and make it better. Like you just don't even know. Like all of those things are worth it. I feel. And like that's what other women have told me too. Like, you don't even know, girl, like your life is gonna be so much better. And I'm like, I've only lost 30 pounds since surgery, and I already feel like a different person, like legitimately like a different person. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm blown away by everything that this has given me already. And I'm like 30 freaking pounds in. Like, it's just great. So I think that, like, don't second guess yourself so much, because it really is just like such a great opportunity and such an amazing tool. And like, that's all it is a tool. I mean, like, yeah, it's a big deal and it's a life changer, but you're being given a tool because you're ready. Like, you're ready to use it.
And I need it.
Yeah. So, and that's what I think, that like, I just like everything is all happening the way that it should. Like, I'm not sitting here being like, oh, well, I'm just too sick to eat, or I'll just eat McDonald's, whenever I can or whatever. Like, I'm freaking trying to get my protein in, my water in. Like, I'm doing the damn thing. But I just feel like my life would be able to do that without this tool.
Yeah.
So it's worth it, I think.
Okay.
All right. Well, I love you so much. I really enjoy these chats we have together, and just so grateful for you every day.
Aww. You're so cute. I love you. I feel that way too, and I love you.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll text you immediately after this, probably.
Okay, me too.
That could be the thumbnail.
I'm not really sure what's going on. What am I?
Yeah, well, hopefully it works out.
Watch the Tude. I don't. Ah! What was I saying?
Yeah, do that.
Hold on.
That's really scary. Hello. Creep. Well, awesome. Then TTYL and bye everybody else.
Bye.